talking about Bitcoin, and we always, when we're bringing in a new topic to the audience, trying to make things layman, we always ask the guest to just give us a layman definition so people at home can understand what we're talking about, and then of course we'll get into the whole topic.
Absolutely. So Bitcoins, for people at home watching, all you need to know is that it's digital currency and it's not controlled by any one entity. So it's totally computer-based, but it's a digital currency you can use to buy and sell goods.
And we've seen more of this digital currency, more of the digital ways people can buy and get involved, obviously, online and by using all their different technical items that they have. Explain to us, I guess my first question would be, is this something that we can expect to continue to expand rapidly and into the marketplace?
Well, so what we're seeing is it's already been expanding very quickly, but my sense is that it's a bubble that's going to burst. So I think what it does, though, is allows us to a little peek in the future. So I think maybe 50 years from down the road, we might one day have a digital currency. Do I think Bitcoin is it? Probably not.
Is it legal? I mean, we've had this battle going back and forth, and some of this, like when communities will print their own currency, so to speak, to try to encourage people to shop at home. Are Bitcoins legal?
So far, it seems so. So it certainly doesn't seem like it's illegal because it's a currency, and people are using it to exchange value for products and services. So yeah, so far, no government has really shut it down, but that doesn't mean that it couldn't one day happen, and one day Bitcoins could be said, that's it. It's out of here. But you're not allowed to use it anymore.
The other question I have when we're talking about Bitcoins is, I guess, while there's so many different questions that have come up, why all of a sudden in the last few weeks have they become such a topic? Why has this whole idea of having online coinage really become so popular? Why are people talking about it? What's the catalyst for this recently?
And that's a really good question because Bitcoins have been around since 2009, just a lot of people weren't aware of them. So two things have been happening. One, media speculation, right? So the more we talk about it, the more we talk about it, and the more it gets people intrigued and they start to invest in it and get Bitcoins. The second thing, of course, is what we've seen kind of happen in Europe. People are scared. Take the Bank of Cyprus, for example, that fiasco. And when people are scared, they look for alternative investments. What else can they do? And so they're looking at Bitcoins and really saying, is this something sound that I should play with or should consider investing in? And so we sort of see the bubble keep growing.
But Shama, it sounds risky. I mean, there's just so many things that could possibly go wrong. I mean, I like the idea of it, but this sounds pretty risky.
You're right, Adam. It's absolutely risky, and I don't recommend it for the layperson because just to get Bitcoins is quite hard. You have to go through sort of a shady process almost. You're using multiple sites to exchange the money because it's completely anonymous, and you can't track the source or the receiver. It's just all, bits and codes and zeros and ones. So it very much is risky, and I, for one, do not have any Bitcoins.
Is there anything that, for those who are just tuning in, I've had a couple people online asking what they are. It's basically coinage online. For anybody who's just tuning in, I mean, or for those who obviously have been watching as well, any final thoughts you want to leave us with these Bitcoins? Again, because there's something, it seems like they're unstable, they potentially are insecure, they're exciting, possibly this could be a very positive thing for the internet, but right now it just seems like they're just still a little bit unstable.
The final thing I'd say is if you're a little nervous or you're not sure exactly what they are, definitely don't try to go and play with them. It is a bubble. I do think eventually it very likely will burst, but it's great to observe and kind of watch and say, what, this may be one version of our future where we have digital currency, where we have one type of currency we use to trade with people all over the world. So it's interesting. I think it gives us a peek into the technological future.